Hey love, this is Jennifer at the Mindset Diet, and today I want to talk to you about my proven 5-step system to reaching your goals, right? Most people set a goal and forget about it. Not you, my friend, not today, because today I'm going to teach you my proven 5-step system to setting goals the right way, where you will not only set them, but you will actually reach your goal much, much faster, right? Woo, that's what it's all about. Reach your goal much, much faster. We're going to do it right here, right now with my proven 5-step system. So let's get right into that right now. So step number 1 is you've got to have clarity, right? You've got to be clear on what it is that you truly desire to have. What is it that you really want? So most of my members, when they first come to me and we hop on the phone and I'll ask them, what is it that you really want? They say, well, I want to lose weight. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be tired all the time. I don't want to be depressed. I don't want to feel insecure about my body. I don't want, right? And it's everything, this whole laundry list of everything that they don't want. And I said, fantastic. What is it that you really desire to have? What is it that you really want? And that's when they get quiet. They're not really sure, right? Because we as humans are so trained to focus on everything we don't want, because it serves as a constant reminder every time we get frustrated. We're like, I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be tired. I don't want this. I don't want that, right? And then they're surprised when they keep attracting more of everything they don't want versus what they really want. And that's just because they don't direct their focus, right? I call it directional focus, is you've got to focus on what it is that you truly, truly want, right? And you do that by the first step of a SMART goal, right, is to be specific, right? The S, you got to be specific. And you do that by getting laser focused on what it is that you really want. So if you want to lose weight, right, how much weight do you want to lose? You got to have a number. And if you don't know what your number is, you got to figure out, well, when I reach my goal, how much will I weigh, right? What's my target weight? If your target weight's 130 pounds, fantastic. Take where you are now, subtract 130 pounds, and that's going to tell you exactly how much weight you want to lose, right? That's what you got to figure out. Okay, most people just want to lose weight. The problem with that is here, your subconscious mind is what drives you, right? It's what drives you and directs you to your path in life. And if your subconscious mind doesn't have a clear direction, what happens? It's going like this, right? It's lost. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where we're going. So we're just going to go with the tide, right? Well, you never know where that tide may take you, but it could take you in completely off course. And that's not what you want. You want to stay on track. You want to consistently work towards your goal. So you do that by getting clear on what you want, crystal clear, so that your subconscious mind has that roadmap. Because if you say you want to lose weight, your subconscious mind says, fantastic, we're going to lose weight. Because your subconscious mind wants to always give you, it's a pleaser in you. It always wants to give you exactly what it is you want. So if you want to lose weight, your subconscious mind says, fantastic, we're going to lose weight. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You rock the week out. You get on that scale at the end of your week, and the scale says that you dropped a pound or 2. And your subconscious mind is like, oh my God, we lost weight. Check that off to the to-do list. It's next on to the next task, right? Job is done. Because you just said you wanted to lose weight. It's kind of like when you say you want to make more money. You find a penny on the ground and your subconscious mind is like, we just made more money. So job done. Pat ourselves on the back and now on to the next task. That's not what it's about, right? Because you want to get to your goal. So how do you get to your goal? You do that by getting clear on what it is that you want. What is that goal? Give it a number. If you're not sure, shoot for the stars, right? And say, hey, you know what? In my ideal world, if I could reach my goal, in a perfect world, if I could reach my ideal weight, what would that be for you? For me, it was 125 pounds because that's when I feel like I would be at my best, right? For other people, it's 140 pounds, 160 pounds, given where you're at now, right? You got to be realistic with yourself, okay? So if you're 250 pounds, going down to 120 pounds in a short amount of time may not happen, right? Because there's all kinds of factors in the way. So you've got to be very clear on what it is that you want, be realistic, and you've got to be specific, right? That's how you get clarity, is by dreaming big and saying, okay, fantastic. What does that look like for me? What is that going to feel like, right? What is going to be my ideal weight? Forget industry standards. Forget what the doctors tell you your ideal weight is, okay? I would go into the doctor and they tell me I'm morbidly obese because I'm 140 pounds. Like, forget it, okay? This is morbidly obese, okay? When I was 210 pounds. So you've got to figure out what is your healthy weight. What is a weight that you will feel confident in, that will have you feeling better about yourself. Forget what everybody else's ideal weight is. It's what's your ideal weight, so that you can get clear on what you want. It's not what everybody wants for you. It's what you want. So you do that by step number 1 is getting clear, right? You've got to have clarity on exactly what your weight loss goal is. And then figure out how many pounds that is, and that is clear, right? That's clarity. So that's step number 1. So step number 2 is motivation, right? How do you get motivated? See, most people confuse motivation with inspiration, right? They want other people to motivate them. But that's not how motivation works. What that is inspiration, right? When you look and you join these, weight loss groups, you get inspired by people's success stories, right? That's inspiration. When you see people are getting results using your food plan and doing your system, you see that people are getting results and you get inspired by that. Most people think that that is motivation. That is not. Motivation, in fact, happens here. It happens with you. It's internal. Inspiration is external, motivation is internal. It's what keeps you going. So, how do you get motivation? Running on autopilot, consistent motivation, right? You do that by asking a very important question. Why do you want to lose the weight? Right? You've got to figure out what your why is. See, losing weight is an amplifier, right? It's just a bonus. It's a benefit. But it is not what it's going to do for your life. That is the motivation factor. So I'll give you an example. For me, when I set to lose weight, right? Because I had attempted several years in the past, and I'm like, I want to lose weight. Yes. And so I'd be motivated at first, then what would happen? Within 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I fell way off the wagon. I've had too many cheat dates. I haven't gone to the gym, and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, and therefore I'm way off base, and my motivation has diminished so much that I just give up altogether. I'll start again next year, right? And that was my cycle for many, many years. I'll start again next year. But next year never came, right? It was the same stories every single year because I didn't have that real motivation. It wasn't until I figured out why I wanted to lose weight. When I lost the weight, what would that do for my life? When I figured that out, now it became easy. It became fun. I became highly, highly motivated all the time, right? So for me as a new mom, I wasn't able to participate with my daughter in a lot of things, right? You take her to little birthday parties, you take her to bouncy house places or community events, right? And they've always got these inflatables. My daughter loves them. All kids do. They love to go bounce and bounce and bounce. And where was mommy? Mommy was sitting on the sidelines, right? I was not going to get in those bouncy houses because in my mind, I was like, what if I get in there and then it starts to cave in? Because I don't know what the maximum weight limits of these things are. And I don't want to be embarrassed if I get in there and first of all, I can't even jump, or I'm jumping and everybody's falling all over the place because I'm creating too many tides in the bouncy house, right? We have trampoline parks near where I live. So my daughter would love to go to the trampoline park. And I'd only be able to get her a pass. I couldn't go because every time I would attempt to jump in the trampolines, within like 60 seconds, I was done. I was out of breath, winded, sweating profusely, and I was done. I was ready to lay on the trampoline, not jump on it, right? So for me, my why was what? When I lose the weight, I'm going to be able to be a more active mom. Instead of sitting on the sideline watching my daughter create memories, I will be able to be a part of those memories and we can create new ones, right? I can be able to keep up with my daughter. I can inspire her to also maintain a healthy lifestyle, right? All of these were my whys. So strong. I wanted to be there for my daughter. I didn't want to sit on the sidelines of her life. I wanted to be in her life, involved in every aspect of her life. And I wanted to be there to create the memories with her. I didn't want to be a sideline mom anymore because I didn't have the stamina to do everything she wanted to do. That was why I wanted to live my life free of self-limitations. I didn't want to have all these limitations on my life because my weight was a deciding factor of whether I can do any certain activity or I could not, right? Those inflatable slides, there's only 15 steps to the top of the slide, but those 15 steps are a lot of steps when you're overweight, right? You got to like kind of take your feet and kind of climb up. I could not do that, right? And then if I sat down with her, I couldn't get back up without needing assistance. So I got to do like a 4-point turn to get myself back up, right? I couldn't sit on the back of my legs when I went on the floor with her. It was like basically the legs out, right? Couldn't even sit Indian style. So things like that, that was my why. And when I had my why, it was like a supercharged motivating machine. It was like I couldn't keep the weight on. I was dropping it like crazy. And that's what I want for you. You get that by knowing what motivates you and figuring that out so that you can really lose that weight. And you do that by asking yourself, why do you want to lose the weight in the first place? When you have your answer, that's going to be your motivator. You can't be looking for other people to motivate you, okay? It comes in here because that's what keeps it automatic. That's what keeps it 100% all the time. You can go to other groups and you can look at other people's results for inspiration, but motivation comes from here. So you got to motivate yourself, okay? So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is you got to commit, okay? We've got to commit. And you make that commitment how? How do you rev up a commitment? You do it by declaring it publicly. Commit publicly, whether it's going to be on a social media platform to your family right here, right now, right? You got to declare publicly what your commitment is. Because what happens when you declare something publicly? You feel like you are obligated to do that. If you declare on social media that you are going to lose weight in X amount, I'm going to drop 80 pounds by December 2022 or whatever that year is for you, right? When you make that public declaration, what happens? Are you going to post a picture of you eating cheesecake the next day? You're really not, right? Because you've got that inner critic in you like, oh my God, I can't do that because people are going to look at me. They're going to judge me. Right? That is the ultimate accountability, is by declaring it publicly, because people are going to look at you and be like, didn't you just say that you were like on a diet or you were going to lose weight? I don't think that kind of goes together. So because of that, you make the public declaration. If you don't feel comfortable doing it on social media, that's fine. You can do it right here, because right here is a very safe space. And I would love to support you by commitment. So drop a comment down below and let me know what your ideal weight is. What are you going to commit to this year so that you can reach your goal? Okay? And do it to your family, right? Your family loves to keep you on track. My children love to keep me on track. Okay, so declare it to your child and say, hey, baby, mommy is going to lose 80 pounds in a year. I am. This year is the year I'm going to lose that weight, because your daughter, your child is going to be your best accountability partner. They're going to say, mommy, I don't think that's part of your diet. I don't think you should be eating that. You said this, you said that, right? Whoever that accountability partner is for you, you got to get one. If you want to hire a coach, you need to hire a coach, because your coach is going to keep you on track and be able to point things out that you don't necessarily see. And that's important, super, super important, right? You've got to find that automatic accountability and ultimate support system for you that's going to keep you going, that's going to help you stay motivated, it's going to help you stay with your commitment, right? So get some support, get some encouragement, get a coach. Okay, and let them help you find a program that's going to work for you. That's why our members every day are enrolling in the Mindset Diet, because it is a program designed for the common person to meet you exactly where you're at right now and get you those results, right? It is a results-driven program. It is not a money-driven program. It is a results-driven program. We give you everything you could ever have to set you up for the ultimate support and accountability and to get you the results as fast as humanly possible. So that is step number 3, right? Is you got to commit. Step number 4 is you got to have a plan, right? You got to have a plan. Okay. It starts with being honest with yourself. Okay. Self-honesty can be your best medicine. Is you've got to be honest with yourself. You know yourself better than anyone else. So when you're picking a food plan or you're picking a weight loss coach or something else, right? What do you want to do? You got to be honest with yourself and say, okay, so here's the goal, right? Here's my goal. Here is my plan of attack. What are some possible challenges and obstacles that I may face along my journey, right? While I'm on my journey to my goal, what are some challenges and obstacles that I might face? If you've got a huge sweet tooth, right, you got to be honest with yourself and say, hey, this is a challenge I might face. This is an obstacle I may have along the way, is that my sweet tooth may get the best of me. So in this new food plan, what kind of sweet options can I do to make sure that if I come across that challenge or I come across that obstacle, how do I plan to overcome it? Right? So for me, I don't have a sweet tooth, thankfully, but I do have a salty, savory thing. I love pasta. I love chips, but I only seem to love chips after 11 p.m. So in that case, I was like, okay, self-honesty, right? I'm honest with myself. I love chips, but I only love to snack on them when I'm not probably supposed to be having them. So what is my plan if I get that late night craving, right? What is my plan of attack? Because that's a possible challenge or obstacle along my way. So how do I plan to overcome that? I'm going to find a very healthy alternative. So shall I have that craving in the late night hour? I can go grab a handful of some healthier, much healthier alternative, right? So therefore I can stay on track, right? This is so important to keep reaching your goals much, much faster. So you got to have a plan, okay? So come up with a plan for you. What are some possible challenges and obstacles you may experience along the way? Acknowledge those and make a plan for those. How do you plan to overcome them? Shall they arise? It's the easiest way to keep you on track, okay? And again, you can look at somebody and I can help you out with that, okay? So that's step number 4. So step number 5 is you've got to start by visualizing your results. Can you see yourself? If you were to close your eyes for a minute and you were to dream, right? Dream a little and say, hey, how am I going to look when I reach my dream weight, right? When I hit my goal this year, how am I going to look? Visualize that in your eyes, in your mind's eye. Visualize that. Visualize what? Try it on, right? You want to try on your new body and sit there and say, hey, can I see myself having my dream body? The more you can see yourself having your dream body, the more real it will become to your subconscious mind, the more likely you are to achieve your goal and to reach it much, much faster. More real you can make it. For me, I have sometimes a hard time focusing my attention in visualizing internally, so I will do things to help myself visualize it. So I went out and I bought a beautiful little tight red dress. And I'm like, when I reach my dream weight, this is what I'm going to wear. I'm going to put it on, right? In my mind, because it don't fit now, but I'm going to put it on in my mind and I'm going to check it out, check myself out, right? I printed out a picture and I put it on my vision board of what my dream body would look like in my red dress, right? Put your face on it, right? Help with the visualizing. And spend a minute every single day trying on in your mind's eye your new body and visualizing those results coming to life. Okay, it is a very commonly overlooked factor, yet it is a huge, huge factor. Right? It's a huge defining moment on whether you will reach your goals or reach them very fast, right? We want to reach them fast and as soon as possible. I want this year for you to reach your weight loss goal and whatever other goal you set in record time and make this the best year yet for you. Okay, and I want to hear what you're committing to, right? What is your plan of attack? What is your commitment this year? What is your goal this year so that we can support you, keep you on track, and make sure that you reach your goal? So drop that comment down below. Let me know what your goal is this year so that we can support you and then we can put it out there in the universe for you too, right? Our members every single day are enrolling in the Ultimate Mindset Diet System at yourmindsetdiet.com because they are getting results, right? And they are crushing it every single day. I give you my exact step-by-step goal-getting success system as a bonus when you enroll in the course because I want to make sure you have ultimate success, right? You have ultimate success. It is the world-class weight loss program where we are on a mission to completely transform the lives of over 1 million women around the world this year alone to reach their weight loss goals and to feel sexy AF. Yes, that is what the world is about. We only have one life to live. We may as well make it our best, flyest life. And you deserve to be completely in love with everything about yourself, internally and externally. Okay? Because when you love yourself unequivocally, it will show on the outside because you will love what you put in your body as well. Okay? So that's what it's all about. Our members every single day are rocking their weight loss goals and reaching their goals at record speed. If it works for them, it'll work for you too. You now have my 5 steps to reaching your goals much, much faster. Just get out there, get it done. Subscribe to our channel because we are constantly posting new videos every single week to get you impeccable results and to get you those weight loss results. If you want to enroll in the program, our members are crushing it. You can too. I know you can because we offer the ultimate support and accountability for a lifetime. Just go to yourmindsetdiet.com and I cannot wait to see you on the inside.